Hey everybody, it's Demetrick here, and I posted a video a couple of weeks ago, and I can put a little link to it there, and I redid a little section of my shop. So for those of you who didn't see it, it was basically an area that was going to have my laptop and a monitor here, but it was right next to the sink, which didn't quite make sense. It kept splashing up on it, and it was open and exposed, so I'm constantly running over from the X Carve back over to here, and even with the cordless keyboard and mouse, it was just a big old fail. So I decided to look at it and come up with a new idea. So I've got this nice monitor I just got. It's just a little HD 28-inch HD TV I got at Walmart for like $150. And I was going to mount it here, but that's a poured concrete foundation, so it's not going to be really that easy to mount it on the wall. But because it's so thin, well, what the heck? Why don't I just mount it right up to the wall? So I've got plenty of space to do it, but right here made the most sense. So if I mount it with a little French cleat and recess that inside of the box, it'll actually work out pretty good. So here's what I'm working on so far. I've got myself just the beginning basics of this box that I'm going to put the TV on. And as you see here, I've got it all gluing up, and just a really simplistic box. I actually made a little area here that's gonna hold the remote, and I got a little cordless mouse there too as well. And there we go. And what I'll do is then mount that to the wall and then put a panel in the front of it so that it'll keep the dust off. So I think it's about ready to remove these, and let's give it a little test fit. And with a French cleat, of course, I've recessed it back in there so it's only gonna be a few inches off of the wall. Slip the TV in there, and later on I put some dowels in there to keep them from falling out. But I think that mounted and all straightened out, I had to put something over it to keep it protected so I can not get paint on it or acetone or whatever might ruin it. But once it's up there on the wall, it just looks like a big old box, which is fine. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but I think we could make it look a little nicer there if it's going to be in the shop, pretty predominant there. Just to make it a little extra fancy, like Steve Ramsey says, there's my little remote control holder and a little place to put the mouse when it's not in use. And now I think I'm going to go and embellish it with a little decoration. So I used my Cricut vinyl cutter so I could cut out some, like a design for the front of it. I made a simple tree, and I'm going to cut it in black, and I think that will embellish it a little bit to make it look a little cool in the shop and not just a big old box. Of course, this is completely ornamental. You don't need to do anything like this, but when you're using vinyl and you weed it out, it actually came out a pretty cool image. Now I can use that as a pattern to cut something or to spray paint, and in my case I put it right on the actual front of it with the vinyl. Let's take a look and see what it looks like now when it's all done. Alright everybody, so this is all put together. This is my work area. I've got an area to put my laptop, which just comes down with a little latch. At that point I can plug in the power supply so I'm not running off the batteries. The second part will be I've got a cordless keyboard that I can put down here. I've made a spot here for my cordless mouse and the remote control. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to slide these little latches over and take this off. Now I can expand my desktop up higher. That's it. So that's my little solution, and when I'm done with my work center here and my workstation, it's just as easy as to close it all up. And there we go. We got the workbench all cleaned down so I can do whatever project I need to. I don't have to worry about getting dust or paint or whatever it is on there. And I think my cool little vinyl sticker actually made it kind of cool. So anyways, this is a great idea for anybody with a shop that would like to put a TV down there. With the advent of the flat panel high def, it's not going to take up a lot of space. So I think this works great, and when I'm working with my X Carve, it's nice to be able to have it in a nice large screen and not just the laptop. So, but anyways, I appreciate you watching today. If you have any other questions, post them down below. I appreciate you subscribing if you haven't already. And other than that, you have yourself a great day. I hope I inspired you. And Thanks. You have a great one.